Hello, hello. Kim here, Abundant Life Tarot. So happy to be here for the latest episode of Artistry of Cartomancy with my good friend Donna from Artists and Oracles, my fabulous co-host. And I'm so happy we get to hang out with you all today. We've got some fun things to dig into, but pertinent in these wild times. And if you collect decks or you get readings from people, um, you might be inspired to say, you know what, for my next reading, I need to calm my nervous system. And I think I want that deck that they mentioned on Artistry of Cartomancy. Or maybe you have your own decks you want to share with us. We can't wait to dive into our prompts that Donna came up with. Welcome, Donna. I'm happy you're here today with me. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. Thank you for hosting me, my dear. I am doing well. All things considered, I am doing very well.
Yes, yes.
Hanging
All
in
things.
there like everybody.
Yes, hanging in there for sure. And you know what? We just take it one day at a time. And you came up with a cool like tag or prompts. And obviously, you all see the title. And I did include the prompt questions in the description box, but I'm also going to be having them across the screen as we go through them. So we all, know what prompts we're talking about, as we share our decks. How did you come about creating this prompt series? How did you do that?
Gosh, I don't even remember. I mean, it wasn't that long ago. It was only a couple weeks ago, but I think it was just because there've been some really great tarot tags going around, and I've been inspired by them. And I've come very close to doing a couple of them, and then I don't know, I can't quite bring myself to do it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then it just occurred to me like this is what I'm needing right now. You know,
Yeah.
uh like there's the tag that's been going around, this is a dumpster fire. We've
Yeah.
chatted about
Yeah.
that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I watched a few of those, and totally get it. And then I was like, yeah, but this is what I want to focus on is like decks to really soothe me right now, and
Mm-hmm.
to keep me connected with my gifts and my guides and how I can be of service,
Yeah.
starting with taking care of myself and my loved ones.
Yes. Absolutely. You can't, if you want to be of service to others, you've got to be at first service to yourself. And a lot of people talk about like being stressed to the point that they aren't inspired to work with their decks. And what I find is that when I feel that energy of like I'm burnt out or I'm not really connecting with the cards because everything's so stressful around me, there are those go-to decks that kind of reignites that passion in me to stay the course with my practice, because it is my practice that helps me see through the tough times, that helps calm me down, soothe my nerves. And that's why I was so excited about doing this, prompt with you today. And you're right. There's so many video tags going out around. I'm always late to the party. And then it's like, should I even jump in? I'm all late. And so I appreciate if you know of some really good tag videos that you'd like Donna and I to check out and share our decks in the future, leave them in the comments section or in the chat. Because I don't know. I'm late to the party late. It's of late, but I'm down for whatever. So
Yeah,
so
this could be our new thing for a while. We just come on and we do other people's tags together.
for
It's
real.
fun. And
Exactly.
it's all part of the artistry of cartomancy,
True.
having the right deck for the right time, in your life, or the right time for the planet, right? What's going on
True.
with your clients. It's
Yes.
all important is choosing the right
Oh,
decks.
for sure. Life is lifing. And then on top of that, what is going on in the world? It's just like, oh my God. Let's see who's in the chat. Okay. Hey, Mirror Dragon. Thank you for being here. I'm happy you're here today with us. Welcome. Donna. Donna Riedler is here. Welcome, friend. Oh,
There we are.
Adam. Adam is here. He's the one that inspired the name Abundant Lifers for my channel. Those folks who've been here for a long time, you little lifers, you.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
sweet.
yes, indeedy. So let's see. Beth is here. Hey, Beth. I'm happy you made a live. I think we used to share the same time zone, if my memory serves me correct. So I'm happy that you are here. Yay. Uh-oh. Sherry Krause says, oh, let's see. So weird. I just texted a friend and said, a situation put me in such a state of anxiety and weird emotions. Hey, Sherry, and let me just officially say hi, Sherry. It's been a while. I'm happy you made the live today. You're saying that you just text a friend about a situation that put you in such a state of anxiety and weird emotions that you don't even know how to deal with it. Oh, God, I know. I know, right? It's just like gut punch sometimes. And it says, and your notification, Kim, popped in right on top. Oh, friend. Well, I'm happy you're here. I hope you feel better after this little moment in time with us. And we're going to lift you up. And yeah, I get it. I get those moments for sure. I really do. And thank you for sharing that. Yes, indeedy. Better late than never. Okay, that's what she's saying about us doing tags and me being late to the party. I
And
like
she's
the mass market deck one going around. And I do have a lot
I've
of mass
I've
market.
watched a bunch of those and I have really been enjoying that tag. I really like it because
Oh,
it's super practical. It's like really good shows and things and all like mass market things that are in print that you can get
the one
affordably.
the one thing that's going to probably not serve me well and probably why I've been avoiding them is this, I'm just going to want to buy it. Because I'm like, oh, it's mass market. Totally in my budget. Oh yeah, let me just go ahead and snap that up and snap that up. I need to first do the tag so I connect with my mass market decks first. Then I
Yeah,
watch
there you
other
go.
people's
Then you can
decks.
watch. I've been
Because
good. I have to say, I've really enjoyed other people's what they're saying. But I've been good. I haven't purchased any. I just
yeah.
connected
All
with my
right.
own stuff.
Good, good. I like that. So I'm gonna follow suit with Donna. But yeah, we could check that one out as well. That'll be fun. We all got some mass market decks, I'm sure. Donna says, I don't think you're ever too late to do any tag you want. True. That said, this tag at this time is really speaking to me. Absolutely. And that's why I was just so when Donna sent it over to me, I was like, yeah, let's do this. Let's take this one. Let's do this one first. Above all else. We need it. Absolutely. Oh, Beth, I'm going to save that too. Readers must haves. Thank you. I'm saving your in my little arsenal of saved chats so I can be able to capture that tag for next time. Yeah. Everything comes to us when we need it. That's right, Sherry. Oh, I miss you. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you, Sherry. And Adam says, out of print decks drive me crazy, not being able to get them. Yeah, Donna and I had a little chit chat about that prior to this show. Yeah, I feel you on that. If you're a collector of decks, you know the struggle about out of print decks. Even if we
The
give you
struggle
like
is
this,
real.
exactly, the struggle is real. And even if I try to tell you, well, don't worry, it'll come back around, it's still a small consolation, I know. All right. And Sherry says, Donna, it's nice to meet you. Sherry has been here for a while and I appreciate your support. Oh, and Donna relearned, and we're going to get into our spreads because I have our prompts ready. But Donna says, I'm doing good on my low buy. Only 2 decks so far this year. Right on. And
That's
one is
great.
technically for my birthday, which isn't until August. But the deck is one on sale now and won't be on sale again until Christmas. Absolutely. And I've been doing well on my low buy year as well. I'm surprising myself and I'm proud of myself. So I'm happy, Donna, that you shared that you're doing great on yours, 2 decks, and we're approaching April. Great job. Because you know how we all could do. We could do some damage by April.
Yeah.
So
I'm I'm technically on low buy too, and I am doing quite well. Doing very well.
okay.
So
Fabulous.
shopping my own stash.
It's the best you can do. It's the best you can do. So, do me a favor, friends. I did want you all to be sure to subscribe to Artists and Oracles. That's the name of Donna's channel. So subscribe to her channel, please, and thank you. And now we're going to get into our prompts. I hope you all have your decks ready, or at least memorize on what you want to share to each of the prompts. Okay, so we're going to get into it. Number one, a deck that instantly soothes your nerves. Okay,
That's where we're
now I got to get my
starting.
little list that.
We're starting with soothing right out the gate.
Soothing.
How
Oh.
do you soothe your nerves right now? When we say that, what do you think of? What's the first deck you think of? Kim, you want me to go first?
You
Oh,
go
and
first, since you
we gotta
created
tell
this.
everybody.
Yes.
We gotta tell everybody.
Yes.
I don't know what decks Kim has chosen, and she doesn't know what decks I've
Oh,
chosen.
that's
So we're
right.
having fun together to see like what she's picked for. She's had the prompts, obviously, but
Yes.
anyway. So for this prompt, I chose
Oh,
the
hold
Color
on.
Mage Oracle. Mainly because
Oh,
I have worked with this deck so much in the past year or more now. Like it's really one of my main go-to decks. Sorry, I'm a different setup here.
mm-hmm.
It is in print right now. It's technically indie, right? It's
Yes.
published by the author.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe if you Google Color Mage, it should come right up. And you can get it.
Now
But
I
to me,
gotta.
this is the best color deck on the market. I'm a huge color person. I have been for a long time. All my different spiritual work, it's all very color based, and I really love this deck. So it's got like the name of the color, and then
Mm-hmm.
underneath each one has 2 to 3 keywords.
Okay.
You can get a guidebook. There's a big chunky guidebook that I think you buy separately. But I rarely use his guidebook.
Oh, that's
It's
right.
yeah. It's too much reading. It needs editing, I will say. As much as I love this deck and everything, he needed a good editor.
Yeah,
It's
I
yeah.
have it on Kindle. It's available on Kindle Unlimited, even. So it's part of my
Ah,
little membership. I didn't have to pay extra for it.
yeah.
Yeah, I have
So
that. And,
anyway, that's my choice for that. Kim has it now too. So what did
okay.
you choose for this prompt, Kim? I'm dying to know.
Well, and the reason I pulled out the color mage that you showed is because I think it'll go well with the deck I'm going to share with you. The deck that instantly soothes my nerves. It's in this bag. A little backstory to this deck. This is the Gaian Tarot.
Oh, that's right. You
Okay.
love that deck, don't
You
you?
know, I love this deck.
Yeah.
And it was the Llewellyn edition. I didn't want the
Uh,
red feather shiffer edition. So I had this thing where I had to go on a hunt to find this edition, and I found it, and it came in the person. I bought it on Amazon back when Amazon used to sell a lot of third-party decks online. I don't know if they do that much anymore, but the person sent this little bag with it, and but the box, everything, guidebook. I paid like $60
wow.
for it, and I'm happy
Yeah, that's good.
because I know a lot of people complain about the newest edition. And here it is. This is the devil bindweed. It soothes me in ways that, like, look at 8 of air. So that's 8 of swords, right? Look at this.
Mm,
Not your traditional take necessarily for all the cards, but that works for me. Just like this 3 of air, problem solving, troubleshooting, thinking problems through. There's other aspects of the 3 of swords that doesn't get talked about as much as heartbreak and,
yeah.
disappointments and betrayal. There's other aspects of the 3 of air that works for me. So here's the 2 of fire, 2 of wands. I just love it so much. It soothes me when I use it. When I need a deck hug, I go to this
Mhm.
deck. Here's the chariot, the canoe. So yeah, 9 of cups or 9 of water. So it's the Gaian Tarot. Explorer of Earth. It's such a sweet deck. And I searched high and low for this edition. Oh, isn't it cute? And then lastly, the Sun, which is the creator, the artist depicted. So there you have it. That is my first one. A deck that instantly soothes my nerves. The Guy in Tarot, for sure. And so the reason I pulled out the color Maj, I was like, oh, I bet you anything that these decks could play nicely together. Like here's rain and water energy.
Well, I just have to say, I find that the Color Mage Oracle plays nicely with just about everybody. Like,
true.
It's a very versatile Oracle deck.
Mm-hmm.
So I love it for that.
Yeah.
Now we have some people chiming in the chat.
Oh, yes.
So Aspazia Rising is saying for this first tag, for this first prompt, Tarot of the Witch's Garden. That's hers.
Let's see. Ooh.
And Adam is saying Superlunaris Tarot and Lightseers are both easy as pie soothers. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I have to agree. Let's see. So, and I see that you're on 26 decks so far this year, Adam. I assume you're not doing a no low buy and no buy. And then I see Tarot of the Witch's Garden. I remember that deck. Ooh, you like this deck, don't you, Donna? The
Oh, the Marloon. I do. Yeah. That was I was really into her. I used her a lot last year.
Okay. That's what I thought. And it's on my wish list. Yeah, it is a sweet one. It's actually, I could see why that's a pick for decks that soothe the nerves. Okay.
It's kind of spring summery. So maybe I'll get that back out.
And maybe I'll revisit it if I'm gonna, but I'm on my low buy, so I'll revisit it carefully. And I like your selections, Adam. Forest of Enchantment. Okay. I want to get the Guy in Tarot, but I can't with the new additions, horrendous green borders apps. And I realize I'm not a person who trims borders. So I try to get decks that are already pretty much to my liking. I'll even purchase secondhand decks that are already trimmed, so I don't have to do it. But yeah. Okay. Sherry says she's still learning tarot, but I whip out my angels, goddesses, and totem animals or archangel cards, depending. So I'm going to soak in what you all drawn to. Yes, absolutely. Those are ones to grab, Sherry, for sure. During these times. I didn't pull out my archangel. I have an archangel tarot. Didn't pull that one out, but you just reminded me. I could certainly go to that. Oh, here's Precious, one of our dear members.
Hey,
Hi.
Aww, so glad she's here.
Oh, yes, we missed you. We're glad you are here. Greetings. Nice to see you both. I can't stay. That's okay. But we'll catch the replay. The Hoodoo Tarot. Okay. Calm. Yes, it does feel like family for sure. Catch the replay. Okay. Catch the replay. All right. So let's get into the next one. Friends, are we ready? A deck that helps me to feel all my feelings, the comfortable, the painful, and the confusing. Let me see what I pulled up. Okay. Do you have yours? You want to go?
I'm ready. I can go. So for me, I chose the emotional card deck.
Okay.
Which to me is this is both a color deck and sorry guys, my camera's different today. Color, like it's all color based. There's no real artwork per se. The artwork is just these bright color backgrounds with the circles. So I love it for that. And I use it a lot with the Color Mage, and I use it all the time with clients. Like that's what I start with. These two decks, Color Mage and this deck. And then I go from there. Sometimes I start with tarot, but I often start here. So
such a good deck.
But what's great about it is like there's the name of the emotion front and center right here.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just, ask whatever. And it's very interesting, right? To ask and see, like, okay, what comes up? What's going on with my feelings? What am I missing? What am I not, And then there's a whole bunch of keywords underneath. And so usually you can find at least one or two that,
Mm-hmm.
here's a good one for right
That's a good
now.
one.
Panic. Panic.
Yeah.
Panic
That
is an over. I'll read the card to us.
yes,
Panic
please.
is an overreaction to anticipated events, causing you to lose your sense of reason. It reminds you to slow your breath, calm down, and reassess the situation. You have the ability to recover from chaos and regain control.
Mm. Yes, yes, yes. I
So
have
it's
to
very
say,
helpful that way.
I love the copy. Thank you, friend, for sending it to me. I've used that deck almost daily for readings for myself for sure, but primarily readings for my clients. It just, I don't know, it just really speaks to the emotion. I can't even explain it. And sometimes it's the simplest cards that opens up so much in a reading. And you have the text right there to give them additional insights, but the keyword, the color can tell you so much. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, let me see. That was question 2. A deck that helps me to feel all my feelings, the comfortable, the painful, and the confusing. And that's because it's got great messaging below that really helps you to see a different perspective of things. And I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So,
So,
you
what
ready
did
for
you
mine?
pick? I'm
I
ready.
picked the Slow Tarot, one of my all-time favorites. Y'all
Yeah.
know how I am with my favorites. But it definitely helps me to deal with the comfortable, the painful, and the confusing. And for a variety of reasons. Obviously, it's a deck that I know. Sometimes it just simply boils down to decks that
Yeah.
you're super familiar with and comfortable with. And it's like like if we were kids and we have our old like teddy bear, our favorite little tattered blanket that we go to. It's that energy. But I don't know. It just speaks to me. And here's the Emperor. Love the colors. Here's the Five of Swords. For some reason, with this Five of Swords, normally we think of a lose-lose situation or no clear winners or mentally in conflict. But there's something empowering about this woman standing over this man with her sword. Like, I can get over this.
Mm.
Conflicts and inner turmoil are temporary stations in life and I can overcome. So it's almost like it gives you the other side before you move into the Six of Swords energy. And
It's
I
kind
like
of
that.
surrender, really. If you look at
Mm-hmm.
her as like an angel, like
Yes, that's true.
your guardian angel forcing you to surrender, like you are on the ground right now, just surrender.
True. I agree. Oh, I love it. Your
It's a great
strength.
deck.
It is a great
I
deck.
have this deck because of Kim. Kim's gushing love about it for a couple years. Finally, I was like, I need that deck. Kim loves that deck. I need that deck.
Yeah.
Beautiful. It's a lovely deck.
It makes me so happy. And it helps me even, oh, look how playful the Five of Wands is. It's little children. So it's a really good deck. So that's my deck that helps me to feel all my feelings, the comfortable, the painful, and the confusing. I mean, there's, you know, other cards in here if you all need to see a flip through. Oh, I want to show you all the
No,
temptation,
no,
the
no. We
devil
got to move
cards.
along. We got a lot of
We got a lot of
prompts and a
decks.
lot of decks. We got to keep
We
going.
got, yeah, 9 prompts, you all. So I'm
Yeah,
going to keep going. And then there's the chat. So you get your deck ready for number 3.
I'm ready.
Okay.
I am ready.
A deck that reconnects me with my physical body.
Yeah. So for this prompt, I chose the Energy Archaeology Oracle, which you can find on Etsy. And I just learned just the other day, the author is going to be re-releasing it soon under a different name. It's going to be called The Bone Codes. She's going to release
Oh,
her second edition. So, but anyway, it's
nice.
on Etsy. I love this deck. I've had it a couple of years. Um, it's literally a bone deck. The guidebook is excellent. She's like a therapist. I forget. She's definitely got like I think massage background, probably reflexology, a couple modalities. Like she has a deep, deep knowledge of anatomy and physiology and the
Nice.
energetics of the body.
Oh,
And I
nice.
love the artwork, and it's really beautiful cardstock. It feels good in my hand. It fits my hand. It's not a big,
Ooh,
it's more like tarot size. It's closer to tarot size.
I like that.
So this is a great deck to use when you have just stuff going on in your body. You're trying to figure out, you know, what other parts of the body might be involved, or like where's the root cause. Or sometimes I go read about the part of the body that I know I'm having an issue with. If something
Mm,
flares up, like you have chronic things, something flares up,
yeah.
you're like, let me go read about the TMJ stuff again, or whatever it is.
Oh, I like that.
So this is a beloved deck for me. So that's what I
This is
chose
a
for
good
the other day.
choice. Yes, a very good
Yeah.
choice. And then I'll share mine, then I'll check in with the chat in just a moment. But prompt number 3, a deck that reconnects me with my physical body. I have the Black Tarot. I have it outside of its extra box, but this is what we have here. And there's a lot of movement that I like. And I'll show you in a moment. Here's the 10 of coins. It's kind of dark. Here's 9 of wands. Dark. It's kind of hard to see. I'll show you. The Son of Baskets, which is traditionally the Knight of Cups.
Oh, baskets for cups. That's
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Let me see. Oh, it's not going to be here. Here's the Son of Coins. So this would be, the Knight of Pentacles traditionally. The Fool. Angels. I'm starting to notice a theme in the decks that I picked that I wasn't expecting. Here's Father of Wands, traditionally the King of Wands. Let's see if you can see that. Oh, one of my favorite, 5 of Cups, 5 of Baskets. And it shows a man in the grocery or in the market, and let me see if you can see, he knocked over some eggs on the ground.
Yeah.
And here's 6 of Knives. Can't really see it. But let me show you, and this is the last one, 10 of Knives, which is 10 of Swords. Let me see if you can see it. She's kind of hard to see. The lighting is not go great in here.
Is that her front or her back?
Her front, and her
She's got
hair
the
is
pillow.
like leaning back.
I see how it's very physical. It's
Yeah,
yeah.
very
And
physical.
and yet it's so nice and like it's simple. It's not like busy artwork. Like it's very
Mm-hmm.
clean.
Exactly. Very clean. I like that.
Yeah.
Very clean. And it's just, yeah, it's one that I don't always grab, but then I'll know when it's time to work with it. Like it says, a deck that reconnects with my physical body. Dance. There's a lot of cards depicted in this deck of movement and dancing, So there's that. Oh, wow. Let's see. Oh, dear. Okay. Oh, wow.
Our chatters are chatting away.
They're chatting. So
We'll
I'll
have to pick
just,
the highlights.
yeah, let's pick the highlights. Okay. So The Gentle Tarot by Precious. Yes, The Gentle
That's a
Tarot is a good one. I have that one. And let's see. An All Feeling Deck, Madhouse Tarot. Ooh, That's super tricky. It is on my wish list though. I wouldn't have thought of it to calm my nerves, but maybe there is something like soothing to think like, could I just go and like be taken care of in a madhouse? I don't know. I don't know. That's a different one. The Blood Moon Tarot. Okay, Beth, I see you. Blood Moon, Shimmering Veil. I've heard great things about that one. Adam likes the choice of the Slow Tarot. Oh, Naked Heart Tarot. It's clear, beautiful, and also difficult at times. I remember when that deck first came out back when, and how everybody was just loving it. And people complain about the white spaces of the cards. I actually like the white space in the Naked Heart Tarot. Okay. Beth says it's the Slow Tarot always reminds her of hot summer days and feeling slow and lazy. You can almost smell summer in the air. I think of late summer too. Oh, Beth says Discovering Beauty Tarot, which reconnects to the body. Thank you. I'll have to check that one out.
I don't know that one.
Yeah. A physical reconnect body deck is Tarot des Os, also a bone deck, or maybe the Wildwood Tarot. Okay. And thank you, Sherry, for being here. I'm so glad you were able to join us. And yeah, catch the replay if you can. Donna, Adam wants to know, are you an earth sign?
I'm an earth sign hybrid. I'm a Libra born right on the cusp of Virgo with a lot of Virgo in my chart. So
Okay.
yes. Yeah.
Okay. Maybe the Gaian Tarot for the physical body. So now the white space.
That's a good choice.
Yeah, that is a good choice. And yeah, the white space is soothing. And let me do this. So question number 4. Let me do this. Oh, and thank you for joining the membership, Lise. I appreciate you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Okay, and and I sent you a private message, Donna, if you can see it.
No, I'm not seeing it. Why am I not seeing it?
Oh, I put it in the regular chat. But if you need to, my friend.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'll let you know if I do.
Okay,
I might need
cool.
a stretch break.
And you and me both. Like, I might have to make a mad. I'm drinking a lot of water. Friends, TMI. Yeah. But human bodies.
I pulled a muscle, so we'll do our best today. But we're going to take care of ourselves. Yeah.
Okay, so next, number 4. You ready?
I'm ready. Prompt number 4. A deck that allows me to harness the power and protection of the 4 elements. So I chose. Dun, dun, dun. Anybody know these backs? Anybody? Shining Tribe.
Oh, I didn't know it.
By our beloved Rachel Pollack. I love this deck so much. I feel like this is going to be a lifelong thing with me, like really getting to know this deck. There's so much to it. I wish I could just like read with it all the time. I mean, I can read with it for myself, but I've never read for clients with it because I would absolutely have to use the book.
Right.
But like this is one of my goals, to be able to read for anyone with this deck. So I aspire to really become even more intimate with this deck. Like this is basically a soul deck for me, without a doubt. I just love it so much. Love the colors. I love how it's, to me, this is an anthropologist deck. This is like a true global universal deck. It's, I just love it. Rachel drew it all this herself, wrote an amazing guidebook. And I dig it. There's a new version out that's in print. So I guess this version is technically out of print, but
Oh.
There's a new version imprint that
Mm-hmm.
looks different and the card size is different and everything. Um, it's still a good version. I have it too. But this is
Wow.
my
The full.
preferred version of the Shining Tribe. And then there's an older version. There's actually three versions. So it came out as the Shining Woman
Yes, I remember.
initially,
Yes.
and you can still find that around, usually on eBay or something. But so anyway, this is mine because
Ah.
it's very four element based.
Mm-hmm.
And the way she writes the guidebooks. So like the names of the stones is
Nice.
pentacles, birds is air. And I love that it has a bird suit because I'm a huge bird woman.
Mm-hmm.
Rivers is cups, right? So it's just like right
Oh,
there, even in the
yeah.
names, you're connected more closely. And then, oh, trees. I get trees is wands. Trees is
Oh,
wands.
nice. Okay.
Yeah. So
Wow.
that's why it does it for me, connects me to the four elements.
I
And
love
that's a
that.
real power place for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
my work is very four element based, and
I
whenever I
love
can return to earth, air, water, fire and tune in,
that. Tune
it helps
in.
me.
Absolutely. A deck that allows me to harness the power and protection of the four elements. Okay. Here's mine. You all have seen me use this one a lot. It literally has elements in the title of it. New Era Elements Tarot by Eleanor Piper, PhD. Piper. I use this deck. I used to use it a lot when I first got it some years ago, and even for client readings. But some of the cards are a bit affronting and like not for everybody. But it is an elemental deck, and I just really feel protected when I use it. I use it for my mysterious circumstance type readings as well when I'm using tarot, because I, for some reason, feel like I'm harnessing the power. Even this card right here, Three of Fire, Exploration. It's a Thoth deck. And so it has the keyword exploration, but you feel the power, right, of that
Mm.
rocket ship. That is fire, right? I feel that. Here is 10. Oh, it's also fire. 10 of Wands, oppression. You feel that burden of this creature, and
Caged.
caged. It totally works for me. Here's the Son of Fire. It's a go-to deck for me. I know it. It's one of the only. I mean, many decks, all decks, tarot decks. You're dealing with the elements, the four suits, right? But this is one of few that I have in my collection that is specifically speaking to the elements. Here's Father of Fire, King of Wands traditionally.
Mm. Love him.
Four of Air, Truce. And, it's an interesting interpretation, right? Of they're all sitting there chilling.
Mm-hmm.
I hesitate. I don't even want to show this one. Some of them are just out there like intense. If you've seen my Mystery Mystic readings, the tarot readings specifically, you've seen me probably work with this deck primarily. And I have a flip through, so you can check it out. There's some, like I said, some affronting cards, but I feel protected when I use it for such type readings. And I know it. And so I know it got me comfortable with it, working with the elemental part of tarot, this deck here. And some people don't really like it because of some of the cards, like the Devil, the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, or Ten of Air, Nine of Air.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand why, but I still love it.
Yep. Yeah,
So
no,
there's
it's
that.
all about like our individual relationships that we have with our decks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's what
I feel that
yeah.
power and the protection. So that was the combination. So next prompt we have is a deck that helps me to breathe deeply and fully. What is that for you?
Okay, deeply and fully. So I'm heavy on Oracle here, and Kim says she's heavy on tarot for choices. So I'm
Yes.
back to an Oracle deck. Um, I will confess is here's the deck, and then I will confess. So this
Okay.
is
Ooh.
this is the Empath's Oracle.
Yes.
And it's not a deck I've used a lot in the last couple years, but when I got it a few years back, I was reaching for it a lot. It stays close by all the time, so it's just been overlooked by new
Mm,
members of the tribe. But when I really thought
true.
about, yeah, breathing deeply and fully, I don't know, this is what came to mind right away. And it's just, I love the colors and the artwork of this deck. Like,
Mm, I
like the
haven't.
Palettes.
Yes.
This these were like all my favorite crayons as a kid. Like this is how I colored. My pictures look like this.
Oh, I love that. Did you color outside of the lines, Donna?
Oh no, no, no. I have too much Virgo in my chart for that. No,
Yeah.
no, 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 no.
I
Too
don't
much
know. Yeah.
Virgo.
You had to color in the lines, but lots of
I had to
color.
color in the lines. Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's
like,
funny.
that pinky thistle color. Remember the thistle, Crayola thistle
Oh,
color
I
and
love that card right there.
the
What?
metallics. Sorry,
Ooh,
the lighting is a little glary. Can you
yeah,
see it?
no. Oh, questioning the darkest thoughts. Ooh, I like that card. And that's yes.
And the
That.
guidebook is really good and very concise. It's really excellent. I highly
Ooh,
recommend it.
ooh, I need to check that out.
Yeah.
It's
So
in my list.
this is my pick. This
Oh,
is
I'm
my pick. And
here.
it's mass market. I'm quite sure. I mean, as far as I know,
Mhm.
it's in print.
Now I'm off to.
So
It is in my wish list.
let me try
And
turning
now
it
I'm
off
seeing
next
the
time.
flip through with you. Oh, I like that card too.
This one.
Yes.
Yeah, there's some really cool ones.
Oh, I like that. Oh, what
Is it
does this say?
reversed on the screen for you
No,
guys?
I think it says,
Oh,
is it mentalizing emotional impressions? Is that what that says?
yes. Mentalizing emotional impressions.
Nice. I like that.
Here's one. Learning from social conflict.
Do you do one card draws with it or do you do like a spread? How do you work with it?
I usually don't do more than like two or three, you know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just a few. Just a
Yeah.
few. Some of
Oh.
them are like chaotic, and then some of them are like very quite soothing.
Oh, look at that one.
I know, but it's just beautiful artwork. Beautiful
Accepting the
artwork.
past. Oh my gosh. I'm loving the keywords or key phrases.
The phrases are great.
Mm-hmm.
Here's one for all of us right now. Releasing the
Emotional
emotional
weight.
weight.
Take a deep
Yeah.
breath, folks. Release the emotional weight in this moment.
Hmm.
I love that. Look at that. Awareness of cosmic influences. You're right. Not many people talk about this one. I know it's Oracle, but there's some Oracle decks that get more attention than others. And this one, I'm surprised people don't talk much about. Oh, I
Yeah, I
like
wanted
that.
to give it some love. I was like, this is such a beautiful deck, and I never see it. I never see it around. Here's another good one for us right now.
Oh,
Transforming empathic absorptions.
oh yeah. Oh
Gotta be
yeah. We're
careful.
absorbing all this and we got to transmute it and shift it into something a little more palatable for our systems. Establishing emotional boundaries and
Shielding,
shielding,
protecting.
protecting, and grounding. How on
Anyway,
point is that? How on point is that? A deck that helps me to breathe deeply and fully. And look, it did. One of the prompts had me like, let me take a deep breath. That's a great choice, Donna. Great choice. So I'm gonna share mine. So first I'm
yeah,
gonna
tell me.
share the tarot and then just a couple from this oracle deck. I kind of cheated, but this is the magical nature tarot.
Oh, I love this deck. I
I
don't have it
love.
yet, but one of these days I'm probably going to break down again because Kim loves this so much.
I
And
know.
it is beautiful. It's very me. She's
It
very
is you. It's
elevated.
very
Very
you.
me.
Yeah,
Look
it's
at those
very. Look
backs.
at the back.
Oh, love
Even
those
just
backs.
feeling like the type of cardstock that she used, it feels so just light. It feels light yet grounding. How is that possible? I don't know how she did it, but I love it. Here's the Fool. Let me see if I can take this off. A deck that helps me to breathe deeply and fully. And I like the art style. Sometimes, just like with the Shining Tribe, I like when the artwork is not okay. I do like fine art where it's beautiful and it looks super realistic, right? That's gorgeous artwork. But there's something to be said about artwork that it feels very like, hey, this is me showing up as the artist that I am. This is my aesthetic, and I'm giving it to you like this. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm trying not to say, oh, like one that's like super like realist, like that makes that artwork better, because it doesn't to me, in my opinion. It doesn't. This still works it feels earthy and real and raw. Here is the Nine of Cups, making a wish or blowing, the little dandelions, and you know, like that. I love that. And here's the Moon. And she did this, and it's just so, I don't know, I love it. So I'm going to show you now this other deck. The Spirit Animal Wisdom. This is mass market. And I've had it for years, and I use it sometimes for readings for myself, but mostly when I go visit other people's channels and they're like, can we do readings together? And then I always have this deck. I just feel like it's just such a grounding little deck. And Donna, it has crystal companion suggestions in it, which is also really nice. So if you're into crystals, it has recommended crystals for the message. So here's Hedgehog. Acceptance, embrace who you are. And it shows the elements here too that is associated. Here's Rabbit. And Rabbit is sensitive soul. Strengthen your boundaries and cut cords. So even with it, saying a deck that helps me to breathe deeply and fully, that's what it does for me. Starfish. Dog, divine service. How can you serve yourself better? So yeah, those are the decks that help me to breathe deeply. I rely on these. I haven't had the tarot deck, for a long time, but this one I've had for a long time, even when I was in the States, and I just grab it, and it does help me to breathe more deeply. And the guidebook is great. It's great. Let's see Let's see what we've got here. Oh, an elemental harnessing deck. I go for discovering beauty, 4 elements. Oh, okay.
I don't know that deck.
Which one? The
Discovering Beauty Tarot.
I don't either. I have to look at, we have to look and see. That's why I'm showing it on the screen so I can be able to go back later and look. 4 elements. Tarot of Oneness, but I love Donna's pick of Shining Tribe. Exactly. Tarot Oneness is a good one for the 4 elements as well. I agree. That's a great pick, Donna.
I don't think I know Tarot Oneness either. I might recognize it. I mean,
yes.
That sounds familiar, but the previous one I don't know that I've even ever heard of.
Yes.
To look it up.
It's a good one. I have it and I love it. Elemental Wisdom Tarot, but it's a pip deck. Oh, I think I've heard of that one before.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Someone I know really likes that deck a lot. New Era Elements is a genius elemental deck. It nails every card, in my opinion. The right amount of triggering, soothing, and blunt honesty. Exactly. And somehow, even with the blunt honesty, the energy of the reading is still kind of like, I'm showing you what you need to see, but I'm here for you. And you know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to tell you the truth.
Right.
but I'm still here for you. The Tarot
That's
of
what a
Jeff.
good reader does.
Exactly. Like, I'm,
Whether it's a
good friend.
person or the
Yeah.
deck.
Yeah. You need that in your life. Tarot
Yeah.
of Japanese poetry is a great one for the elements. It uses the suits as seasons. Oh, I could see that. I could see that. A Breath Deeply deck, number 5, the Future Ancestor Tarot. It's a great deck for childhood trauma and understanding pain in a very calming, caring way. Thank you, Adam. I don't know. You might have recommended that to me, and I got to go back and
Have
look.
that. I
I
don't
don't.
have that deck.
But I like the name, the Future Ancestor.
Yeah.
I like that. I think
Sounds
he
shamanic.
recommended
So
it. It does sound shamanic. And Adam says to your answer about your astrological signs, I have a lot of Virgo, Capricorn, earthy friends because I have almost zero earth in my chart. I lack it so many. So my friends help me bridge my practical gap. I understand. I have quite a few earthy folk in my life because I don't think I have much in me. Breathe deeply. Majestic Earth Tarot. Yes. Yes. That is a good one. I don't have that one, but I know it.
I can see it. It's like a yellowish box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can see it. I don't have it, but it looks beautiful. Yeah.
And when you go and you're around, say, the mountains or the redwoods. Now, granted, if you go in high altitude places, you could, feel lightheaded. But typically, you feel like I could just breathe deeply. I really could. The air up there, they say, is so good, So thank you, Donna. Okay. Hi, friend. Welcome, Lady Eva. I appreciate you being here. We are just making our way through our prompts. Now we're at prompt 6, a deck that regulates by connecting me with nature and helping me to ground my energy. What do you got?
Okay, I have 2. I'm just going to touch on the first one briefly, cheat a little bit. This is out of print. This is not just out of print. It's so obscure. I hate to tell you, but you're probably never going to find it. But I'll preface by saying, for me, the nature thing, first thing came to mind is a bird deck, because I am huge with bird medicine a lot. So this is it's my favorite bird deck. So I'm going to show it. I found it on eBay. I'd never seen it before. It's like this very retro, cool thing. On the top of every card, it has its name. The name of the deck is Bird Spirit Medicine. Then the bird's name, and then keywords right down here. There's no book or anything with it. I think it's like a 30-year-old deck.
But I like it.
It's just my favorite. I like the cardstock. It's nice and small. It fits my hand. It's got mostly North American birds that I know, which is what I want to work with, not like birds from around the world.
Right.
Okay, this is my pet peeve.
Yeah.
I just have to say, like, to me, I don't want like domesticated birds. I don't like, like these bird decks. These bird decks that only have like 40 or 45 cards, and they put like a rooster in there. Like, really? Like, just stick with. I'm a wild bird, songbird, raptor. Like, just stick with real birds. Don't be putting and they always put the peacock. Like, I don't want the peacock. I want like birds in the wild.
I am so pedestrian. I love roosters and peacocks. That's so funny.
I'm a bird watcher since I'm 4 years old. Like, I don't want roosters and peacocks and parakeets. I want these birds. Anyway,
but what about the eagle? Do you like the eagle?
Eagle, of course.
Okay.
Of course. Yeah, no. And there's always a toucan. Like, a toucan. Like, come on.
Cockatoo? You don't want that either, right? I bet. The cockatoo.
There's a parrot. So it's got to look. Here it is.
Chicken.
Don't remind me that, like, I eat this bird. I love chicken, like, come on.
That's true.
Anyway, I want birds like this. Raven, kingfisher.
I'm weak.
I'm just saying, if I ever make my own bird deck, it's not going to have domesticated birds in it. It's going to have only wild birds.
Okay.
That's my pet peeve. Okay, but a deck that's in print.
Yes.
I just thought of this one this morning. I almost forgot this. I've got to get this back out. I was using this a lot for several years. Is the Faceted Garden. I love this deck.
Oh my goodness. I've been working with this.
love the faceted
I know, but it's
garden,
on my
Oracle.
table right now.
You can find it on Etsy. It's like so,
It's so
it's
good.
just
Look at
everything.
this
My
damn card.
colors, earthy, love the
Mm,
art. Cardstock feels
yes.
great, fits my hand. It's
Mm,
just like a
mm,
joy
mm.
to shuffle. Like this is a deck I could just sit and shuffle, and it would just
Yes.
calm me right down, which is a big part of how I pick decks. I don't know about you, Ken, but like a lot of these, it wasn't just that they fit the prompt and everything. It was that they physically make me
Yes,
feel good. They physically calm me.
exactly. I feel safe. I feel good. I can breathe. Yes. Yeah.
That they physically work with my body. Like I have lots of decks, and there's decks that I love. They're beautiful, but like they're clunky. They're just not
Hmm.
easy to work with, but they're still brilliant genius decks, so I work with them. But there's nothing like a deck that like fits your hands, works in
Yes.
your hands, you know?
That you love shuffling over and over and over again. Because even
Yeah.
that part is like really kind of therapeutic. Just shuffling the deck, even riffle shuffling, but just overhand shuffling for a minute. That's why I like this one so much. Because I love just overhand shuffling it just
Hmm.
mindlessly. I don't
Yeah,
know if that's
like this. Like this just has a
yes.
lovely slide. It just
Doesn't it
slides like
sound good?
butter. Listen to this, guys. Listen to that. I mean, come on. Doesn't that
ASMR.
regulate your nervous system, all you card people?
Yeah, it's so good.
Anyway,
So
that's mine. That's mine. How about you?
okay, so and to that, lately I've been having cards that I keep on my reading table that are just for me. Yeah, I guess you can call them altar cards, but the faceted garden, this is one of the cards that came up for me was birth that I kept. I just pulled these cards for myself, I think a week ago. Look at that card. Isn't
Beautiful.
it beautiful? So when you pull, I didn't see. This is why it's a lovely surprise. I'm so glad we didn't share like what
Yeah.
decks, so we aren't influencing each other. But we,
I
we're
feel
on
like I've never seen that card. That's just so
right.
weird.
Look at
Like,
that. Look at
I've
the.
never drawn that card because you're showing it to me and I'm like, wait, is that in here?
It's in
Wow.
there. It's in there.
Birth.
And the
Okay.
ocean and fire and the baby about to go through the birth canal and
Mm,
flowers and birds. Oh my God. It's all the things. It's just gorgeous.
it really is.
So that's one of my cards that came up for me. So yeah. So let me see what I have for this. A deck that regulates by connecting me with nature and helping me to ground my energy. This probably won't come as a surprise for some folk for this deck, but for me, it's the Herb Crafters Tarot.
Oh, that's a great choice. I did think of that for this prompt. I did.
You did.
And I just had to be real. Like, I haven't worked with it much in the last year or two. So I was like, I wanted to pick ones that
Tis the season for me to work with it.
are
I for
in the
some
orbit.
reason. Yeah, I'm glad that you have picked mostly Oracle and then I'm picking mostly Tarot. So it's kind of like, you know, the
Nice
compliments,
balance.
balance. So I typically work with this deck spring and summer. You can work with it year round, by the way. But for some reason, I'm called to work with it spring and summer, maybe early autumn. And I just love it. I did my first tarot study group that I did for the channel and for my old Facebook group was with the Herb Crafters Tarot. And I connect with it then. I didn't know, like, okay, let's face it. I don't have a green thumb. I
Right.
you use herbs and essential oils and things like that, but I have to consult and it's not top of mind. But this deck, I
Great
was
card.
determined. It is a great card. I was determined to connect with it because I got it and I really liked it. I liked the guidebook. I liked it. And I didn't want to just like have it, a beautiful deck just sitting there. So I fell in love with it during that tarot study group that we had going on. And so now I use it seasonally. And it
Can I just
reminds,
share a little bit about
yes.
my herb crafters, I just grabbed it. So I trimmed that deck because I had this deck for quite a while
You
and I
trimmed it.
so wanted to be in love with it and I wasn't. And I finally realized that it didn't fit my hand. It was too big for my hand.
Look
So
at you. Did you edge it too? Oh, it looks even better trimmed.
I edged it in dirt brown. Look at that.
Oh my
And
God. I would buy
she
that
was
off of you.
reborn. She's reborn. I'm telling you, people, if you have herb crafters and you're struggling, you have small hands or whatever, it's not working, trim it and just trim three sides, sides and top, left the bottom,
It looks so
and
good trimmed.
it's now like proper tarot size, basically, and you can shuffle it, and it's a delight. So that's my.
Oh, are you going to reconnect with your Herb Crafters Tarot after
I'm gonna
this?
leave it out now because it's almost spring.
Oh, look at that.
Almost spring.
It is. You got me inspired. I say I started this like, oh, I don't trim decks, things like that. But seeing your your trimmed herb crafters, I might have to rethink that. I might have to
I did
rethink
it,
that.
and I'm quite sure I did it by hand. Most of my decks that I've trimmed, I've done by hand. I have not used a paper cutter.
Really?
I did this by hand. And this is
Oh,
a perfect one for it because you got those nice sharp white inner borders. Just cut along that white border.
you're right. And do you have the what do you call it? The little thing that
The corner
rounds the
edger,
corner. Yeah,
yeah.
thank you. The corner edger. I'll
Yeah,
have
you'll
to
need to
get what.
you have to get one of those. But that's
Yeah.
not a major investment, that's like
Oh, well, I might have to think about this. Here's Death. Here's Marigold. I might have to think about that. And I love what you call the edging that you chose, the earthy dirt. Like that makes so much sense. I just really love this deck so much. Even now holding it, I'm gonna leave it out as well. It's that time. It's 'tis the season for spring and summer coming. So I'm gonna work with that. The Herb Crafters Tarot. It's just
yay. I'm so glad you chose that.
yeah.
That needed to make an appearance.
She did, and she reminded me that you can start wherever you are when it comes to her herbs and gardening and earthing and all the things. You could be a city girl or suburban girl or guy and still be able to get into the herbs. So,
Yeah, totally. Totally. All the more
so,
reason to have a connection, you
mm-hmm,
know?
for
Have a
sure.
connection through a deck.
Absolutely. And it's nostalgia for me because it reminds me of my grandmother and her garden in Mississippi, in rural Mississippi, when I would go in the summers. So there's that. There's that. Oh, let's see. A nature deck. Adam says,
Naturescapes Tarot. I know. I don't think I know that either.
oh, yeah.
Naturescapes Tarot.
Oh, he said about the other deck, the Elemental Power Tarot. He goofed, or he. Donna says that. I saw Adam on another thing, but this is an interesting question. Is reading the tarot without applying energy gives accurate answers? I noticed that more people are learning to read tarot and they are not psychic in any way. So will the reading be accurate? Depends on I
You don't have to be psychic to read tarot, right?
I don't think you have to be
Oh,
psychic to be tarot to read tarot. I don't think so. I mean, some people may not even think that they are psychic when they first start reading tarot, right? They might not even say, well, I'm just psychic and now I'm going to pick up a deck. They might approach it very, you know, analytical, like I'm going to grab a book. I'm going to play with these cards. They're just paper and words and art. And then they start to do readings and their readings could be very spot on. I believe we all have intuition. Now, some people don't ascribe to that, and I believe that we also, can believe what we want to believe and deliver accurate readings. I don't know. That's a good question, though. It's something to think about. It actually is something. What do you think, Lady
oh,
Eva? And what
oh,
do you
okay.
think, Donna? I'm
No,
curious.
I absolutely think anybody can read tarot. You don't have to be psychic. Lots of us are, and that's another layer. But there's many layers to reading tarot. I feel like it's more about tapping into the collective unconsciousness and
Mm,
working with
hmm
archetypes and just learning to listen deeply to yourself or to
hmm
your querent, whoever you're reading for.
True.
It's playing with archetypes, playing with, it's for me also, it's a form of prayer. It's
I
really a
like
form of
that.
prayer and meditation. I sit down, I get quiet, I ask questions, I ask for help and guidance, and
True.
I trust what my hands are drawn to pick.
Yeah.
And then I go from there. So,
Yeah. And I've seen people who approach it psychologically, like tarot reading, and they give, they're not like, oh, I'm coming from an intuitive place. They're coming from more of the psychological, and they deliver great readings. So, I mean, yeah, no one size fits all when it comes to that, in my opinion. But you know,
yep. But we're all entitled to our opinions for sure.
and in all people could argue why one way is this way and that way, and I'm here. I would listen to everybody's arguments, and I know what works for me. I like to tap into my intuition, and I like to also study the book meanings for tarot, and combine it all together, and that's what I like to do. Naturescapes tarot would be a good breathe deeply deck too. Naturescapes, I agree. So Donna Riedler says, I'm the same, Donna. I love dogs, but don't want them in my wild animal decks. You don't want domesticated animals in your decks. Okay.
Right, right.
Y'all are funny with that, but I get it. Nature is Anima Mundi Tarot. Okay. I adore Bird King Tarot, Adam says. An apocalyptic bird animal shadow being deck with no humans. It's a mix of shadowy nature and creepy. I never heard of that one before. The Bird King Tarot, that sounds scary. The Rain Shadow Tarot would also be a good deck to connect to nature. More cosmically, though. Okay. And the second pick is Witch's Wisdom Tarot. A lot of people like that one. Oh, Donna's
Is
giving you
that?
props.
Thanks. Which is wisdom? That's by Hay House? Is that the one with the blue backs?
I
Yeah, I
think
don't have
so.
that, but that is a very like, yeah, nature, earthy, very pagan feeling. Yeah.
Yes, I agree with that one as well. I don't have it either, but I know it, and because yeah, I know it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know it. She likes your trimming skills. They are. I'm impressed. I'm impressed with the edging, the trimming. I'm like, you got me all inspired.
Well, I'm collage
Um,
girl, so I like to use a
yeah.
good pair of scissors.
That's true. You have experience with the collaging, so there's that. The Herb Crafter's Tarot is very healing and a great reader. I underestimated it initially before it got into my hands. I think we all did. He looks unassuming at first, like, oh, the Herb Crafter's Tarot. um, and Donna says, I don't think people need to be psychic to read tarot accurately. And Adam says the word psychic is so wide open. We all have this ability just on a range, just like what I feel like how we tap into intuition. Some of us exercise tapping into our intuition daily. That's what we do. And some people not so much, but that doesn't mean they don't have it innately in them. It's just some of us are like exercising that muscle all the time. So our range would be grander, if you will. Okay, okay. I was thinking it has to connect with the energy of whom you're reading, but now I understand better things. You're welcome. And just as how they approach what their reading style is. Some of us are very energetic, very empathic and intuitive, and we want to connect with, energetically. And some people are like, I don't need to do that. Like some people don't need dates of birth or even names to do readings. They're like, I'm just going to start throwing the cards. It just depends on them. And tarot, in and of itself, is soothing. It helps center readers and sometimes the querent. It helps understand the storms around us. Oh, thank you for saying that. That's so
Yeah.
true. All right, how are we doing? Let's see.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. I like that. A
Okay.
deck that refocuses. We're getting through it now.
All right, we got 3 more prompts. Plus, I think you have an extra one. Okay, we're at an hour and 10 minutes, and we're going to
Woo!
try to keep it to an hour and a half.
Yes.
Okay, prompt number 7, a deck that refocuses me on my present moment reality and my personal truth. I chose
Ooh.
the sweet and lovely Wandering Star Tarot, who is new to me in the last, I don't know, 3, 4, maybe 5 months now, but relatively new to me. I adore this deck. I really adore this. I use it a lot. I use it with clients.
Mm-hmm.
I wish it were a little less chubby dub, but I love it. Love it, love, love it.
Oh, it is
This,
chubby. When you
yeah.
showed the sides of it, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, like this is like half the deck, okay? So
Wow.
it's chubby. Look at the backs. Okay, favorite part. I love the backs.
Oh, I
Aren't they
love the backs. Did you edge it
beautiful?
too?
Yeah, I just did gold Sharpie on the
Oh, it's
edges.
pretty. It's really
Yeah, I
pretty.
like the. And this has embedded in the artwork, like you probably can't even see from a distance, but it's got
Oh, looking.
keywords. Every card's got like 3 or 4 keywords,
Oh, what's on
which I
that one? The Knight of Pentacles. What's the embedded words?
prosperity, benefits, investment.
Ooh, I like that. Oh,
Hmm.
so pretty.
Oh, and then it's got 2 extra cards. There's like a yes and a no card. Here's the yes card.
Oh,
Lovers.
where's the yes and the no? Is that also embedded?
Um, it's at the very bottom underneath the
Oh, there
title.
it
It
is
says
underneath the
yes.
title. Oh, how cool is that? I like that.
It's kind of cool, right?
Yes.
Sweet little Page of Pentacles with her funky hair.
Oh, that's cute. That's hot.
It's a very feminine deck. There's
Me
men in it
too.
too, but it has like a sweet kind of feminine feel. But it's a great reader. Like it doesn't throw any punches with me. I use it all the time with clients. It gets right in there.
Oh, I like that.
This is one of my
And that,
favorites. I love this sun card. I just think that's
oh,
cool.
I love the sun card too. This is Hay House, right?
Is it Hay House? I'm not sure.
I don't know why I
By
think it's Hay
Cat
House.
Pierce. It
Okay.
might be. Yes, it is Hay House.
I'm scoping it out when you have a sale. Like,
Yeah, that's the time. They have good sales.
they do have
And
good
it,
sales.
yeah.
Six of
So
Swords. I like
anyway,
that Six of Swords.
I love this deck. It's just very sweet. Very, very sweet.
Oh, and that is a deck that refocuses you on your own present moment reality and your personal truth.
Hmm. And
Got you.
I chose it because it's an RWS. It's really one of my go-to tarot right now. So if I just want like a clean, simple, like, okay, show me what's going on,
Hmm.
it's good for that for me.
Fabulous. Love it. I'll show you mine. And actually, I need to show you something else. So I chose for this one a deck that refocuses me on my present moment reality and my personal truth, the Hoodoo Tarot. And that's why when Precious mentioned it
Nice.
earlier, I was like, oh, we have a
It's
shared
coming.
one.
It's
Like
coming.
it's coming. I didn't want to spoil it. And I'm like, but I love this deck. And the guidebook to me is also a part of that love as well. It is based on Rider Waite Smith, system. But here's Aunt Carolyn, and it goes into the background of the persons, of the majors that is depicted. And this is the Wheel of Fortune. And you can even see like the little, like the club, the heart, from playing cards in her shoulder, her
Shawl thing. Yeah.
shawl thing. Yeah. And this deck for me definitely refocuses me back to my present. It is the deck I like to consult when I want to connect with my ancestors.
Mm.
And if I'm consulting with my ancestors, yes, for me, it is about me wanting to reconnect with my personal truth, my present. Like, how can I deal and cope with what's going on today? And see,
Oop. Kim froze on us. Maybe she'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to keep chatting because sometimes she has power outages down there. So I'm going to just keep rolling till she comes back to us. Let me look at the chat because you guys are chatting away. Let's see. What's everybody sharing? Tarot. Adam's saying tarot in and of itself is soothing. It helps center readers, sometimes the querent. It helps understand the storm around. Oh, yeah, we were just talking about that. That is so true. And for this prompt number 7, a deck to refocus on our own present moment reality. Adam is sharing that what is he choosing? Tarot of Colors. I have not heard of that, Adam. Tarot of Colors. What is that? That sounds right up my alley. A recent one that he got in. It really helps you align in the moment, center yourself. It strips things down. Okay. I gotta make a note of that. Tarot of Colors. I'm gonna tell Kim when she comes back. Aspasia is saying I couldn't use that deck because of the cardstock. Oh, the one that I just showed? Or maybe the one Kim was showing. The Wandering Star, it's thick. I mean, yeah, you can't riffle it. You just have to overhand shuffle it. I don't like the cardstock either, but I really love the art, so I put up with it. And then Donna Reedler saying present moment reality, Oracle of Echoes. Oracle of Echoes. I know Oracle of Echoes. Of course I do. What is Oracle of Echoes? Oh, yeah. Oracle of Echoes. I have it right here. I could show it. Right? That's our beloved, I'm blanking on her name right now, Bonestone Tarot artist. This one, right? This is Oracle of Echoes, this watercolor deck. That's a sweet, sweet deck. Yeah, love this deck. Okay, she's saying Oracle of Echoes, though it's not always soothing per se. Yeah, it's very blunt deck. It gets right in there. Another possibility is Roots and Wings Oracle. I love that one too. I keep that down in my dining room, actually. I try to like pull that regularly. That's such a sweet deck. And I'm very fond of its name for personal reasons. Okay, and then Adam is sharing. So I want to get the Hoodoo Tarot. I love its beige muted colors. I've skirted around getting it for ages. The only thing stopping me is the renamings. Yeah, it's a commitment, right, to work with that deck because it's kind of its own. Is it its own system or it's just RWS with very different names, I think, right? Yeah. I will say I was going to say this before when Kim was sharing about the Hoodoo Tarot. Here she comes. She's back. Oh, you're lagging though, sweetie. You're like really lagged. Maybe she'll come up to speed soon. The Hoodoo Tarot, like I do not own the Hoodoo Tarot. I really love it. I love watching people talk about it and use it. I don't, yeah. I will just say bluntly, like as a person who is palm
My
colored,
computer.
as Jennifer
What you're
Lisa would
saying?
say.
Carry on.
Oh,
I interrupt.
okay. You back up to speed now? Oh no, she's gone again.
Yeah. Let me see. Why is
I can hear you. You're
it
kind of
doing
in and
this?
out.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I almost just I don't I have like a respect for it. I feel like it's somebody else's tradition and I don't know what I would do with it, how it would fit into my practice. I would
Oh,
kind of have it just as a curiosity, kind of as my anthropologist self just sort of respects like that's somebody else's tradition, but I love it and I love the artwork of it. So, let's see. Tarot of Echoes. Yeah, is epic. It's powerful in a subtle way. I would agree with that. Tarot of Echoes. Can somebody put who is this by? I can't think of her name right now. Can you put the author's name in the chat for me so I can give Anatorian? There it is. Thank you, Anatorian. Deck by Anatorian. So, okay, so when Kim gets back, we will probably carry on to prompt number 8, which is coming right up. A deck that reflects my innate spiritual power and wisdom. Should I start without Kim or should I wait? Oh. Will you guys share in the chat? What would you pick for this deck? Have you thought about that that prompt? So what I was thinking when I wrote that that one, yeah, I was just kind of thinking like what's really kind of the core basis for my practice as a card reader, as a healer, as a, you know, multifaceted spiritual artist type. And for me that is shamanism. And so I picked two of my favorite shamanic decks, which are, I have several, so I couldn't pick them all, but I just picked the ones that are mass market in print, and which I think all my shamanic decks are really, and the ones that just truthfully I've been grabbing for the most in the last year or two. And that the first one is the Shaman's Way Oracle, which I don't see around. I don't see anybody talking about it or using it. But this is by Michelle Matuzis, I think is how you say her name. And she created that other shamanic oracle. I think it's just called the shamanic. She created the empathic one and then the shamanic one. They're like sister decks. They're very similar cardstock and size and everything. And then a year or two ago, I saw this came out with, I think it's Red Feather. Yeah, that's Red Feather's logo, isn't it? I hadn't heard anything about it. I hadn't seen it around on TarotTube anywhere. And I was like, wait, what is this? And I actually really love it. I mean, I love it just as much as her first one. So I'll show you a little bit while we're waiting on Kim. So very dark artwork. It may not play well on the screen for us, but her same art style, you know, kind of like a folk art, hand-drawn style. And each deck just has a number for the guidebook and then one keyword. And like this one, here's ancestors. Oops, ancestors. Who's jumping around here? Overthinking, number 12, overthinking. Enlightenment. And a lot of them just seem kind of, you know, ordinary. They don't seem heavy duty shamanic. Like the first deck, I think, is much more like the keywords are all very from shamanism. But her write-ups are great. So this is Intuitive Power. Here's number 33, Shaman's Death. Could do a whole show on that one. Number 36, Shadow Work. So anyway, I really love that one. Love it, love it, love it.
Hi. The computer completely crashed. I gotta get a new computer.
Hey, good. You
Oh my God. And it's
I
not
just
even
kept
like
going,
the usual.
girl.
So thank you for keep going.
Keep
It's not
going.
the show must go on. It's
That's
not
right.
even the usual suspects. God forbid, it's not the power, it's not the Wi-Fi, it's the laptop. Had me all frozen and just discombobulated. Thank you for carrying on. But I shared about the hoodoo. Did you share? Like, I hope I was able to share for prompt number 7.
Yeah, I went on to 7. First, I caught up in the chat with everybody.
Cool.
We chatted a little bit. We chatted about Anaturians, Oracle Tarot. Tarot of Echoes. Oh, tell you guys, I pulled out Oracle of Echoes.
I only have Oracle of Echoes. I want the Tarot of Echoes, but it went out of print, and I heard it was supposed to be mass market produced. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it did go. It went mass market, or it's about to go mass market. I haven't seen it yet, but what I heard is like it was getting ripped off. It was getting pirated too much, and she got mad and she's like, forget it. And she took it out of print. So I don't blame her because it's a beautiful deck.
It is a beautiful deck. It's so beautiful. So
yeah. I just shared for prompt number 7. I did choose 2 because I chose 2 different shamanic decks.
Okay.
And so I showed my first one, which is the Shaman's Way Oracle. So I can show you that one off camera sometime if you need.
Okay.
And then my second one, which I don't have to show too much because I want you to go, is the Mystical Shaman. I love, and this is the little pocket version, but actually I love this. I have the bigger version too, but I just love this little tarot, this little oracle in a tin here, and I adore adore this artwork. Really love this artwork. So just
I
show a
am.
few.
Oh my God, you guys, just a second. I
We
can't
can hear
even
you.
get,
We can
can you
hear
hear
you,
me?
Kim. Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. I am having like my whole Chrome like crashed. I don't know if it was the computer or Chrome itself, the browsers. So my
Mm.
Google Docs that has my lovely little list of my decks is missing. And it's 1 second.
Aw.
I know this is making me upset. Like,
It's
why
okay. I'll
why are
just
they
keep
doing this?
flipping.
Yeah, you keep flipping and
I'll
I'm
keep
just gonna
flipping.
keep going on. Like, what the hell? Give me my damn documents. Mm. Okay.
Donna's asking what prompt we're on. We're actually on, oh, we are on prompt number 8. We're on prompt number 8, Kim.
Let
Maybe
me
you can.
put number 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, at least I'm in StreamYard, y'all. But everything else is just falling apart. That's the story of our lives. No, I'm just kidding. One thing is going great, and everything else is going to
Chaos.
shit. Okay.
Chaos at every
Okay.
turn, and we
Prompt
just
8.
keep going. Okay. You go.
Okay.
What do you have for prompt 8?
Okay. A deck that reflects my innate spiritual power and wisdom. Oh, I gotta go and dig it out because I thought I got everything. It's this guy. It's this one, the inner voice.
Oh, I don't know
And
that. What is
yeah,
it?
this one is actually a little sweet one that I got last year. I think while I was in the States. And it has affirmations associated with the tarot. So for example, the Hierophant. They changed the name from the Hierophant to Wisdom. And here it is, right? Oh, and let me fix this here. It's got me not the way I need it. Sorry. There we are. It changed everything. It says, I mentor others by sharing spiritual tools I have learned. And it has keywords up here: tradition, conformity. But this is the Hierophant traditionally. So it's not going to have like this great, like elaborate artwork. So for example, let's see here. The Hanged Man, right, is here. And the keyword for the Hanged Man is sacrifice. One of the keywords is sacrifice. And it says, I pause, I breathe, I enter a sanctuary of peace, is the affirmation. And it says attitude and perspective, like a perspective shift. And so this is the traditional Hanged Man. And I like it because it reflects my innate spiritual power and wisdom. Many of you may or may not know that my background in spirituality is through religious science of mind and like the practices of, bringing forth everything, as above, so below, manifestation, and our words have power. And so this deck really spoke to me, and it's actually part of the sister church, if you will, unity church of my spiritual practices when I was in Sacramento. So I couldn't believe that I had never heard of them creating a tarot deck. This entire time I have been practicing this spiritual practice since 2012. Never knew that they created a deck. Now, the deck says it's been recently made, but I feel like it's like a second or third reprint. Here it says 3 of Spirit, which is 3 of Wands. With an open mind and heart, I welcome new opportunities. And the keywords are anticipation and preparation. I'm going to have to close my window. There's these people and they're drilling and carrying on, getting on my nerves. So, yeah. And here is the Devil. Keyword is bondage. Desire and excess is the keywords. It says, I break free from the illusion of limitation. So sometimes
it's traditional numbering, like
traditional numbering, traditional tarot, 78 cards,
yeah.
But they assign different softer keywords, but keywords nevertheless, and affirmations. And so sometimes with clients, whether I'm on the hotlines, oh my God, whether I'm on the hotlines, I can't even think what chaos.
That's cool. I've never heard of that deck or seen it. I'll have to check that out. That's nice. It's good to I love a good keyword deck, you guys. I just find it very helpful because like when I'm reading for people, there's so much visually going on in my head that sometimes I need the words in front of me. Like I am like journeying in another realm,
Yes,
and I just need that visual cue of the word in front of me to remind me like, okay, right, right, right. We're talking the devil. Like this is, like, you know,
exactly.
because sometimes I
Exactly.
just don't have access to that side of my brain, and you need to be speaking to the client and sharing. And so that one little cue just is helpful to start it.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that if you're reading for others or even reading for yourself. There's nothing wrong with that because Christina Quick from the Tarot Biz, I think she's the Tarot Biz mentor, that's her
Mentor.
channel. And she talks about that. Sometimes you get what's called psychic fatigue. If you are a professional reader, after a while, you probably know these things, but your brain and your mind and your body, because we're human beings after all. We're magical and we're readers, but we're still human beings. Sometimes we get into a little fog. And it's just helpful to have keywords that prompt you and point you in that direction. And I like the affirmations because it gives them, the clients, something, to work with, a little touch, something special for the reading. So, like, for example, Four of Coins, Four of Pentacles says prosperity is for prosperity. That's the suit. But it says, I have more than enough. And the keywords to Four of Pentacles is thrift or avarice. Avarice. But I love
Yeah.
that. I have more than enough. I don't need to be stingy. I don't need to give everything away. I have more than enough. I'm solid. I have a strong foundation. So I love this deck. That is a deck that reflects my innate spiritual power and wisdom. It's the Inner Voice
Awesome.
Tarot.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes. After all
Oh,
these trials and tribulations.
trials and tribulations. Okay, we're on number 9.
Woo, we
We're on our
made it.
last one. Unless Kim might have a bonus deck, she said.
No, well, it's for this one. And God be
Oh, cool.
willing. Oh my goddess and God be willing.
Yeah.
So yeah, a deck whose beauty is so divine and that it transmutes any darkness and connects me to my heart. So you have the floor, my
Nice.
friend.
Okay. I do have 2 for this. I
Yay.
think I will just one's mass market and everybody can get it. The other one, well, I don't know if it's technically out of print anymore, but for a long time it was out of print. I will just show it briefly because kind of really wrote this prompt with this deck in mind. To me, it's the Kazan-Lar Tarot, okay?
Oh,
These are the backs. I've never seen a more beautiful deck in my life. I can't really read with it, you guys. Like it's esoteric, like over my head. I've got the guidebook and everything. You can get the guidebook sort of separately. He is now he's passed on, but I think his wife is keeping it in print.
oh, nice.
So
Oh,
like the book came from her, but it's Kabbalah. They call it the what do they call it? I can't think of the name of it. It's on the first page. It's like a really ecumenical. The opening line is the
alchemy. Yeah.
it's an
Mm-hmm.
ecumenical tarot. So I love that about it, but like this is the original version with these gold borders and it's got multiple languages on it. It's just between the colors, the artwork, it's so global.
Oh, I like that.
There's got a very ancient feel to it. It just scratches all my itches. It's very kind of anthropological. It's kind of
Oh, I love the
shamanic in its own way.
colors.
It's very Islamic. It's just like
Yes.
it's just so beautiful. But anyway, so this is another deck. I aspire to one day be able to just like
Do
actually
you
read
cause so like
comfortably with
the
it.
the guidebook with it when you're working with it?
Oh, always. Right. So
Okay.
I would never read for clients with this. Never, never, never. I might read for like a friend who's a client, you know what I mean? But no, this is really for now. It's just for me. But I
Yeah.
just aspire to be more comfortable with it. Anyway, so that's that one, the Kazan-Lar, gorgeous deck.
Casanlar.
But what I really chose is when women have
I love
wings.
that one.
I thought I would see this by now from Kim because
I
she loves
know.
this deck.
Surprise, surprise.
She loves the deck. Did you pick this for this or no?
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
Okay.
I almost
It's a
didn't
good
pick it because
choice.
I was like, Kim will pick it. Maybe I shouldn't pick it. You never
No, this
know.
is perfect.
But this
I
is a
love that Two
beautiful
of Cups too.
deck.
That I could not
Beautiful
put it
deck.
down last year when I got it. And I had to force myself to put down When Women Had Wings to row before I traveled to the US. And I didn't travel with it. And then, you know, life lifed. But I
I
love
remember
that
you
deck.
saying you were like a couple weeks in, you're like, I'm gonna wear this deck out. And I was
I
like,
did.
you better get a backup copy right now. Just you gonna have it. I love her. This is
Oh,
one of
I
my
love
favorite
her so
cards.
much. Oh my gosh. There's so many decks I need to
Yeah.
keep out on my table.
I know the feeling. But anyway, I love that. It is a beautiful deck. I love the wings. It connects me to my bird,
True. Look at that
my winged
nine.
one helpers. I
Yes.
love it. It's got a great guidebook. It's a little big for my hands, but you know what? None of us are perfect, so
Yeah. It is a
it's
little
okay.
big. And I have larger than normal women hands. And
And
it's
it's
still
big
a
for
little
you?
big. It is.
Okay,
Yes.
so then I feel better.
I mean, they're
Yeah,
not super large, but they're larger than,
love
most.
him. I love that King of
Oh,
Cups.
he's a gorgeous soul. Mm.
Queen of Swords. Anyway, beautiful deck. Love it. So there you have it.
Ah,
That's
I
my
like it.
final pick. How about you, Miss Kim?
That's a fabulous final pick. And yes, surprisingly, I did not grab that one. And now I'm realizing I should have grabbed that one. So, for me, for this question, a deck whose beauty is so divine that it transmutes any darkness and connects me to my heart. This is I've owned this deck for a number of years, but it's been in the last, I don't know, several months that I've been connecting with it. And it's the other deck I have on my table. You know how I mentioned I had the Faceted Garden and I pulled cards from the deck to keep in my corner of power, if you will, on my reading table. The other corner has this deck, and it is the Vision of the Muse Oracle, this one. And oh God, I love this deck. It's sweet to me, and I'm going to tell you why. There's a bit of nostalgia. I bought this deck in Oakland, California, at a little metaphysical shop that's no longer there. Like when we had many of the, whatever, I think during the pandemic, they were like, we can't stay in business anymore. And they went out of business. But before all of that, I bought this deck and I felt so like lucky to be able to buy an indie Oracle deck in a metaphysical shop. And I love this deck so much. I'll show you all the cards in just a moment for time's sake. But I wanted to show you the card backs.
Oh,
and it's
that's
gilded,
pretty.
but I've used it for a number of years for mostly readings for myself. This is a deck primarily that I use just for me. Here's a line. Oh, and it has roses, throughout. This one is Rest. It's great reminders for myself of like what I need to be doing. And it's so beautiful that I just want to know what it's going to say next. It says movement here. Here's body. Did I show you? Look at David Bowie. Did I show you that?
No. Oh, that's cool. Wow.
Now, the cards that are on my table right now is Shield, that came up in the reading like last week that I did for myself. So on point.
Yep.
Pause was also on point because I was reaching burnout last week into this coming week. And I was like, yeah, for sure. And then Balance. And so this deck is so beautiful, but it speaks right to the needs that I have, mind, body, and spirit. And it's got David Bowie up in it. I don't know. Like, I mean, it's just,
what do you want?
What more do you want? So it's a special little deck. It's got a cool guidebook. Nothing, nothing crazy, but yeah, that's one deck. And then the last one may or may not surprise people that I would pick. And
Okay,
it
what's it gonna
is
be?
the Light Sears
Of course. Oh my
Tarot.
gosh.
Of
Yeah, your light
course.
series.
And I have the indie edition, yes, with the original Ten of Swords and the other Ten of Swords. And I have like a couple copies of the mass market one. And then yes, I got the pocket edition. So yeah, I got all that. But I'm
Don't
gonna
you
show you
love
this
that
one.
pocket? I
I
have that
love the
pocket
pocket.
edition. I love it.
So cute. I
Yeah.
love to just throw it in there with the little client reading if I have my other decks like my Rider Waite Smith. And then I want an extra little tarot message. I pull this little guy out and I just love it. I love Chris Donnelly. Like I love her as a human being. I love her as a creator and an artist and a writer. And yes, the deck to me is beautiful. Not everybody loves the Light Seers. We hear all the time about people like it's on somebody's anti-tarot list for sure. I'm pro Light Seers, so if y'all don't know now, you know. But
Step.
watch your
Step.
step over here. No, I'm just kidding.
She is pro light series.
I'm
She
pro Light
converted me
Seers.
too. I will say, because for a long time I was like, what is a big deal about that deck? I just purposely, I would not buy that deck. I was like, I'll never buy that. I had such attitude about that deck. I just thought it was for younger people. I don't know.
Right. Kind of hipster. I get it.
I finally was like, you know what? I gotta get it and see what. Like, I just gotta know. And I'm not like gaga in love with it. I can use it now. I wouldn't use it with clients, but I could use it. I use it sometimes in our Poised to Leap, like reading labs and stuff. I can do it that way, but no, I don't. I mean, I probably could. I just don't.
Yeah. And I use it, I'm the opposite. I don't really use it for readings for myself or readings, like educational purposes. I use it for clients. And
cool.
surprisingly so. It's just surprising how we end up connecting with certain decks over others.
I
love this one. Yeah. It's just surprising how certain decks will use for readings for clients, readings for ourselves, and what drives us to it. I can't even tell you what drives me to it, but it did, and I find it beautiful.
Isn't it because you're in that deck? Aren't you going to show the Kim card? I mean,
oh my God, if I can find it, I'm under pressure. Here's the Queen of Wands, but I'm not the Queen of Wands. There's another one.
There's one. I don't even remember. What is it?
It's the Queen of Pentacles. Everybody's like, that card reminds me of you. And I'm like, but of course, when you're trying to find it, this is when I used to have curly hair. I have locks now. So, no, of course I'm not going to be able to find it.
No, you can find it. You got to find it.
Let me see if I can find it.
You focus. I'll chat. Let's see what's going on.
There she is.
She is. There's Kim.
If I was an earth person, the earthy
right
element,
there, don't you think? Yep.
With it, when I
Donna.
My head wrap phase, I don't do head wraps as much anymore because it's hot as hell. But when I was in my head wrap phase, this is me all day, just chilling. Don't like. I love this deck. Yeah,
same gorgeous bone structure.
Oh, she's pretty.
You.
I love it. And so I just love this deck so much. It transmutes any darkness. It's it's a shadow and light tarot deck. People may or may not understand that about Chris Donnelly's deck, but she has the light meaning and the shadow meaning. That's what it's about. And so it works really well for me in client readings. So, and it's something that's palatable for many of my clients. When I'm doing readings, young and old.
Yeah, it's a good all around. Yeah, Adam's kind of summed it up great here. It's a great workhorse deck. No muss, no fuss, straight to it.
Oh, yes. He's got some good ones too. Oh my goodness. Yes. It is a workhorse, and it was a workhorse set. I went through so many mass market copies of it that I had to, again, I'm one of those people I have to force myself to work with a different deck. Otherwise, I will never work with all the decks I have in my collection because I fall in love with one and I can't tear it away. And then I end up tearing it up like I did the Super Linares first edition. Yeah. So it's nice if you have decks, go ahead and play with your others so you don't tear up your decks that might end up going out of print. That's my word of advice for today.
Practical advice from Kim. From the trenches of pro readership.
Exactly. From the trenches. Switch it up.
Especially if they're indie because they're expensive. You can't just be replacing them all the time.
No, you can't. And it also scratches different parts of your mind and your intuitive, being, like when you explore different decks, because the creators usually, like I showed you the Gaian Tarot, it has a totally different take on the Eight of Air or Eight of Swords and Three of Swords than what other people typically depict. So it scratches a different part of your meaning repertoire. And I encourage people to play with their other decks. Mm-hmm. So there you have it, folks. We went through a massive, yes, massive
and now it's out there. Help us spread the word. Please share this tag. We'd love to see other tarot tubers do this and share with us, like, what are your 9 decks for to regulate your nervous system?
Yes.
Break them out. Break them out. Share them.
Yes. Please share them. Let us know. Share in the comments section. Do a video, and I'll happily. You got to tag me, of course. I'm not going to know that you did it unless you let us know. But let us know that you did. What are the decks to calm your nervous system? And
tag me too. So I'm
tag.
Sure
Yes. Are you artists and oracles as well under your tag? You know how, like, on YouTube, you have the little @ sign. Are you artists and oracles?
Pretty
as
sure.
Well?
I hope I am.
Probably so.
Yeah.
Tag us, please, so we know, and then we can support you and check out the decks you have, and hopefully inspire me to work with some of my other decks I got in the collection. So yeah, thank you all.
Thank you for our tried and true 3 chatters here at the end. Awesome.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, Donna, Riedler, Adam, all of you who took the time today to join us for this fun little tag video. And we hope to see you all in the next Artistry of Cartomancy episode. We'll be visiting your channel, Donna?
Yeah, probably back on my channel next time, and we're going to keep at it. We're going to keep on a regular schedule here.
And Beth too. Yes. Thank you, Beth, for joining us. You're still here. Yay. So yeah, we'll be over at Donna's channel, Artists and Oracles. So see you all there. Thank you so much for hanging with us today.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.
Take good care.